48, take one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Smithurst. So that's the way you earn your pocket money?
Yeah, that's how it's done.
How did you start at this kind of thing?
Well, it all started, at home when I was about 4. I used to just mess around the house, and my mum used to say, like, she used to show the relatives, what I'd done. Like, at the time I'd done Freddie and the Dreamers, just messing about, like, and then my dad betted me I wouldn't go on a club, and I went on. And I never looked back, I got a few bookings. Well, then, if you go out, and really make a go of it the weekends, and you have some good bookings, you get quite a few pounds, Thank you. But getting back to the Liverpool people, I mean, have you noticed the way you see a Liverpool fella, like a docker, on the telly, and he's being interviewed by the fella off the Padded Army, and he's on the corner, and he's off, Excuse me, what do you think about the common market? It's not better than Paddy's market, kids, I'll tell you. Then he's off again. Well, what do you think about the advertisements on the television? Well, I've seen them, like, Jimmy, you know what I mean? Like, I've spied out what's going on, like, and I reckon, looking at it from an intellectual point of view, like, they're under the hand because, have you seen the fella on the adverts, like, oh, it's Sanka that helps me excel. Well, according to him, like, he drinks a pint of ale and he lifts a horse up. Well, I drank 10 pints last night, Jimmy, lad, and I couldn't lift my head off the pillow this morning. That's me. No. But then there's that other kid. Have you seen that other clown on the adverts, that kid? Have you seen him? Me and me mum just before the war. I had the first licorice you ever tasted. And we bought real butter and real bread. We all asked for more. Have you seen the keks on that fella? They didn't wear keks like that just before the war. If you walk down our street with a Gansey and keks like that just before the war, they'd be shouting, poser, poser. I mean... But, Lindsay, I just think the state that Heath's got us into. I'd like to do my impression now of a typical interviewer like Robin Day interviewing Cara Wilson and Ted Heath. Tonight we're going to put some questions to our former Prime Minister, Mr. Wilson, and our future former Prime Minister, Mr. Heath. Mr. Wilson, what do you actually feel about Mr. Heath?
Well, I think him in the man with the boat. I wish I had a boat. No, but, I think he's too interested in his boat. I said to him in the House of Commons the other day. I said, Ted? He said, yes, sir. I said, isn't it about time you got down and done some work for your people now?
He said, well, it's like this. I'm going to get us into the common morgue as soon as I can, and all that's all I can say for the moment, I've had a letter from the Egyptian commander. He says, I'm sorry I couldn't put the Blackpool lights on. I'm still trying to get the Israelites out. And that's all I can say for the moment, Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Miss Heath.
Harold, where's me false teeth?
How do I know where your false teeth are? How's that word? And anyway, yesterday, you saw me to paint a picture of your stupid-looking castles, and every 2 minutes since, you've been shouting carols, and had to come round to your attention. I don't know where your false teeth are. I don't wear them.
There, no need to get moody. I was only asking you. Cobblers to you.
Thank you. But then there's another problem about jobs, because I remember my mum come up to me the other day. She said, listen, Ad, what are you going to be when you leave school? I said, a lollipop man. He said, why? I said, because you don't have to start till you're 65. Thank you. You know something, madam? Your eyes look like you, your nose looks like you, and even your mouth looks like you. And you know something else? You don't look yourself tonight. And you, madam, remind me of you. Yesterday in the house, my mum said, what's that noise? I said, it's the mice singing. She said, mice don't sing. I said, you never heard of a maestro? You know something, sir? I like his jacket, clean, pressed, and burnt. I have to be going now, so long. Thank you. Thank you, but I like getting back to these Liverpool people because I think they're really fantastic. And there's the famous people because all the famous people come from Liverpool. I mean, there was Noah. I mean, Noah come from Garston. He was standing on the pierhead with 24 elephants, 36 giraffes and a lion to hang his washing on. He was standing there, a fella come up to me, said, all right, Noah, lad, what are you doing here? He said, I'm looking for a narc, aren't I? Oh, man. But then there's your hard-working Liverpool bus conductor, because at 3:30, Saturday afternoon, he's got a bag full of fiddle. He's sweating bullets, he wants to get home, he's just been to Speller Lane to watch the changing of the guard, and he goes in, he has his kip, and he wants to go out for a game of darts with the lads, and his wife's there in the hallway and she's off. Going out again, are you? Lots of aftershave for a darts match. Supposed to be women there, will there? But I'm telling you now, I'm not playing second fiddle to no one. Listen here, love, with a gob like yours, you're lucky enough to be in the bands, I'll tell you. Oh. No, but then there's the fella who thinks
51
he's
in board.
a great act, and he goes to see the famous Bernard.
Wow, Craig.
Hey, Arthur, how did you start?
Well, I started when I was about 4, and I done impressions in the house. Then when I got to about 13, I just went on a club and got a few bookings out of it, and that was it,
Do you earn a lot of money with this sort of job?
Well, you do. If you go out for the weekends and you get quite a few bookings, you do get a few pounds, I'm with the Hilda Fallon Road show, which is a very good show in Liverpool, and we go down with them. And you get a few bob, Sometimes, say you start about Friday night, you may go to Manchester. Saturday you may go to Wales, and Sunday you may have local, for school. And they stay local in Liverpool. Then you're all right for school the next day, You're not too tired. What I've got out of it is I've been on Junior Showtime, which was very good, I've been on the radio a few times. And we've been on some big clubs in Liverpool. But I would say if anyone could do impressions of that and they did get into on the stage, you can earn quite a few pounds out of it, if you get the right contacts and things like that. But the only problems is if you get stuck in, say, Manchester and you have to be home and you miss out on sleep, when the lights on the stage, and it makes you all the more tired. And that's the only snags in the going on stage and doing this sort of work. As long as you're out the club for a certain hours, the education and school, it's not so bad,
Does the
but
money
you do
make
get
up?
very tired.
Does the money make up for it?
Yeah, sometimes the money's very good. What they say to you, the education say you must be out of club by, say, 10:30, and any time you go on the television or anything like that, you need a medical and things like that,
Okay,